Right, that's the car locked up. The dog just, I left the back door when I went to the front to have a look at everything out getting out the car, and he just jumped out. But he must have been desperate to get out the toilet, that's why he's jumped out. And he's crouching down there now in the long grass where I teach him to go when he does it. Very good dog. I've taught him well. How son? Away, go and get a drink here. Go and get a drink here. Away, come on. Away, son. Away. It's a bit of a steep embankment. When I come here and I want to go by the water's edge, I have to walk along the side so far. Then there's a gap where you can drop down and get on the stones. Because when you go along the bridge, it's too high. The dog can't get down from the bridge to go and get a drink. In fact, Kershaw Burn's not very easily accessed, but you can see where four-wheel drives have been coming through here and doing a camp just here, where it opens up, just through this bit of wire fence that's been pulled down. It's a nice little spot to come and get a camp, away from the main road, but you're right next to the river where your water source. Right, so there he goes. This is what he wants to do, run, as all dogs do. That's why I drive as far as I do to come and make sure he can get off the leader. No cattle, no horses, no sheep, hardly any people. You might get the odd cyclist coming through from Kielder Water, or cyclists going from Newcastleton over to Kielder Water, but that's it. So it's a pretty dry, quiet trail that I'm going on today. It's hard on the feet sometimes, you know, on a hot day your feet become like pasties because it's mostly stone forestry commission tracks. Right, come on son, away, where you going? Where are you? Come here son. Come here, away. Right, where's he gone? But as you can see, I pull right off the road, so any wide vehicle can get past us as well. Like I say, when I come out the countryside, I always park responsibly, making sure that all farm trucks and wide vehicles can get past us. Tons of room. Hi son! Right. So like I say, if I wanted to go to Kershaw Head, Bothy, you just get on that road there and just follow it all the way along, and then you come across like a bit of a quarry on your right hand side, and the road bends around the right and goes uphill. So you go uphill and you come to a crossroads, and then you turn left and then follow the road right along, and it takes right to the Bothy. Dead easy. So no scrambling through grassy embankments and chopped down tree stumps and stuff. Just a plain road that takes you straight to it. Right, so I brought me 2 oranges this time in my pocket, so if I start getting dry and thirsty, I can stop walking along with the dog and have me oranges. Hi son! So there you have it, Newcastleton. Welcome to Scotland. forestryandland.gov.scot. So this is what I drove all the way over here for, just to do this little walk. Well, I'm saying little, it can be as big as you want really. So like I say, if you wanted to walk all the way back over to Willowbog Cottage in Kielder Water, it's 17 miles, as you'll see by the green signpost when I walk past them, when I get round here and up the hill. Good boy, son, good boy. Right, so this is just like an extended part of my short video that I put up on walking in Northumberland, where I was walking along the track from Willowbog Cottage to the bridge that crosses over Kershaw Burn right at the top into Newcastleton here. And I pointed in the direction to come this way, and told them that was 17 miles from when you cross over the bridge into Scotland. So this is where it brings you down to eventually. So 17 miles of walking along hard stone tracks. It takes that way on your feet. Good boy, son, good boy, yeah. Enjoy being off your leader, son. Getting a bit of freedom. Well, like I say, you've got nothing to worry about because there's no horses, there's no cattle, there's no sheep because it's not grazing land. It's mainly Forestry Commission tracks where they come in, take the, load the big tree trunks on the big trucks and haul them out of here. But they don't even come this way, they go that way, past a cottage that's on the right hand side. And go up the main roads at the top end there. Right, so uphill a bit. I've left my camera in the car. I didn't want that swinging about left, right and centre, bashing off the GoPro 9 camera here, making a click, click, click sound. It's bad enough like when you've got the leader on your neck, because that taps up against your camera as well. And it's annoying when you're watching the videos back and you hear tick, 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 tick. Right, so basically I'm walking straight along here until I get to those green signs on the bottom corner, and I turn left and I go uphill and I go right into the tree lines at the top and just follow the track round, and eventually you come to where that stone is with a big hole drilled through it and the psalm written in, carved out in the stone. Then I'm going to be turning left there and going downhill and then doing a circular walk to come back right round to it and then come back down here towards the car. I brought loads of batteries. I charged up the camera batteries, I charged up my GoPro 9 batteries, and I've got them all in my pocket, so I've got tons of batteries to cover the journey. So when they start going off and running out, I'll just replace them and continue to record like I normally do. Right, so if you look ahead you can see white squares on the telegraph poles. That's something to do with BT, blah 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 blah. And you just follow them all the way along. And if you're going over to Willowbog Cottage in Kielder, just follow them all the way along. Keep on this bottom track and don't veer off. Just keep going all the way along this bottom track. And it takes you all the way over to the Newcastle Bridge where you cross back over into England, where I was last week. So as you can see, when he jumped out the car, he's full of beans, but by the time we finished the walk, he'd be knackered. He'd not be rushing about like that anymore, because he's a big, heavy-duty dog, so they're not very, they can't run very long for very far without getting tired and out of breath and that. So all the way along this track, you see the big plastic pipes through the road to take any water off the road, coming from both sides. So when the water runs down the hill, it drops in down into the ditches and goes through the plastic pipes and then down towards the river. Kershaw Burn. Right, so I think this is where these green signs are on this corner where I'll be turning left and going up the hill. So this corner on the next one. I think it could be this one though. They might be half buried by bloody grass growing over them and all. Ah no, I can see one there now. Good. Yeah, there's two of them. So you can go either that track or the bottom track. But for your first time, I would advise staying on the bottom track and follow this one all the way along, and you come across a private house down the gate on the right hand side, and it goes down and into the grounds. past that and just keep on going. Keep on straight, keep on going all the way. Do not go off on any other track. Right, so that's where I drive along from the main road of Kielder Water, Lewisburn, and that's where I pass the car parks and that. So Kielder via Scotch Knowe and Lewisburn, 13 miles that way. And this one, Kielder via Bloody Bush Road, where I walk along from Lewisburn as well, 17 miles. So it's quite a journey. But I'm going uphill here now, which bloody kills you going around the S-bends and up and up and up. Right, come on son, hurry, hurry, come on. Right, so there's another gate just up here which is normally padlocked shut. There's a little green sign there buried in the grass, I forget what that says. It's not important though, it's just the name of the area. It just says Gill, G-I-L-L. Right, come on son, hurry, up, come on, up here. Good boy son, good boy. He'll just explore as usual, jumping in the long grass and then jumping over bloody ditches, which scares the shit out of me because he hurts his bloody foot or he breaks his bloody leg, and there's no way I can carry him, the weight of him, back to the car. Right, so this gate's open, as you can see, it's not padlocked. Right, so over the other side of the burn, the road goes along there, and you just keep on following it over, along. Then at a certain point you can look down over the other side of the river and you see the grounds of the house I was telling you about on the right hand side as you go along the bottom track. It's huge. Oh, more tea, Vicar. Want some salt and vinegar on that? Right, so if you keep looking to the right, you see the telegraph poles with those white notices stuck on them to do with British Telecoms or something like that. Just information. Right, so I've got to go up and around this S-bend, and it continues uphill a bit. Then you come to there's a track goes off and up back on yourself on the right hand side. Well, you ignore that, you just go straight on and head into my walk to do my circular walk. So I'll be lucky if I see another soul walking through these Forestry Commission tracks through the forest here. And like I say, you don't see any livestock. I've never seen any horses coming along here yet, and I've been along these tracks quite a few times now. But definitely no cattle, no sheep. So if you want to come here with a dog and you're not quite sure of the recall and you want to let the dog off, bring the likes of these places. Remote and hardly anyone around. And no animals to worry about. Right, so this is an uphill, quite steep S-bend. And the track that goes off to the right is that one straight ahead over there, that tree line. It goes round to the right and just starts going away from you. I've walked up that one as well so far, and then I just turned around and come back because I realised it was the wrong track that I took the first time I come up here. Good boy, son, good boy. He's a good boy. Come here, come here, come here. Come here, son. Yeah, yeah, come here. Good boy. Yeah. See, I haven't got his leader in my hand, so he's not worried about me going to put his leader back on, so he doesn't nick off when I approach him. Because that really annoys me, because I cannot run through having a stroke, so I cannot run to catch him, to put him back on his leader. So if he keeps nicking off from us, there's nothing I can do about it. I just get totally frustrated. He's starting to run through the drainage. He does that all the time. Then eventually when he starts getting too hot, he'd just find a spot in the long grass and he'd flip himself over and he'd start rolling on his back to cool off, because the wet grass underneath is cool. Good boy, son, good boy. Good boy, son. Right, so up to the next bend here, bend off to the left and goes uphill again a little bit. Come on, up here, come on, away, good boy. Up you go, up, up, good boy. Away, son, up, come here, away. This big ditch is doing there at the bottom. He's got me heart in my mouth. Good boy, son, good boy. And there's his other bad habits. I thought he was picking stones up there, chew stones, but he's picked up a little stick. I'm not worried about sticks because he can chew through them, but I do want to break his teeth if he picks rocks up or stones. That's it, get your grass and settle down. Good boy, son. Good boy, son, good boy. So he's settled down now. He realised now he's off his leader and he's not going to get put back on in a hurry, so he's settled down now. And he's steadily, slowly but surely just keep going backwards and forwards, looking for ditches to jump in. Right, here's the next left bend and then uphill onto the single track that I've got to get on to go towards the stone. So like I say, folks, I call it the Psalm stone. That's P-S-A-L-M, Psalm stone, like in the Bible songs. And this one's called Jerusalem. Oh, good boy, good boy. He loves being off his leader. This is what I used to do with corn all the time. You see, with corn, he was so highly trained though I didn't have to worry about him not coming back. He wouldn't leave my side. It was like super glue. Good boy, son. Good boy. Like I say, the first initial 10 minutes off the leader, he'd be running the boot like a bloody idiot. Then when we start getting ready to come back down or something, he'd be slowing right down. There'll be no running because he'd be knackered with the heat exhaustion and carrying his weight. So as you can see, you're in stunning countryside when you're up here. So that's looking back to where I've come up from the car. That area over there, the bottom of those trees. Right. He's sitting watching me. How Granda, hurry up. It's warm now, I can feel it, it's close. When I looked at the weather for coming up here today, it says it was going to be close. Hopefully none of the shitty stuff coming through the clouds, and just getting up to 17 degrees, which it will do, judging by what it's like now. He's rolling up in the grass, I know, cool enough. Right, so that track goes up on a hill and goes behind those trees over there. And so when you get around this corner, you'll see it. It's big heavy duty stones that I've just put there recently as well, to renew the strength of the road for the big trucks going up and down. Oh, son, come on. Oh, yeah. Come on, up you go. Good boy. Up you go. What I'll do on the way back round, when you go down from the stone and you come back up the top and then come back down towards the stone again, as you hit a junction, there's an old abandoned house. I'll stop there and give him a rest so he's not knackered. I'll have the oranges then as well. just to slow him down, so he's just steady away all day, not getting too hot and bothered. Same for me and all, because obviously I can't walk very far these days, and it's getting harder and harder and harder the older I'm getting. I just want to keep on going as long as I can. Right. So there's loads of these ditches on the side of the road as well, so it's all water gathered there as well. So there's tons of places for them to go down and get a drink as well if it gets too hot. I used to do the same for corn. Every opportunity I was stopping there and go down by the river's edge, or any big puddles of water anyway. Just stop and tell them to go and get a drink, just to keep them hydrated. But over there where that yellow grass is on the side of the embankment, that's where the track's going up. It goes and bends round to the left and goes into the tree line up there. But you don't go up there, you go straight up this track here. What are you doing? I put him back in the car, and all of a sudden there was a right din going on in the back of the boot. I thought, what the hell's going on? I heard bang, bump, bang, bump. And he's trying to catch a fly in the boot. he's jumping out to bite it, and he's hitting the bloody glass. So thump, 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 bang, bang. Hates flies. Right, you'll be able to see the track that I'm going straight up soon when we get around this corner. But the first time I came here, I went up that track there, and that's the mistake I made. You've got to go straight up here to go to the stone. Just goes onto a single track, going up the hill here. I think driving back as well, I'll have to go onto the main road at Greenhit, so I can go and put some diesel in the car, because I mean, I should get home, but it plays on your mind when you keep looking how many miles you've done and how many miles it is to get home, and you look to see where the pointer's going down slowly but surely, getting towards the when it hits it comes on, you've got 30 to 50 miles to get home when the light comes on. But I don't like being uncomfortable, keep looking at it, so I think I'll just get onto the A69 and just watch out for average speed cameras, because obviously I'll not be in any hurry getting home, because I've done me outing, so I'll not be flying along. Right, so that's the track I'm on about, that goes off to the right and goes uphill, look. And there's your cycle post, the arrow on it.